Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. Today's video is going to be a bit of a hodgepodge. I have a couple things I got at the thrift store this week and some Happy Mail, and then I think I'm just going to work on some things that are on my desk. I got some scraps and stuff to take care of. This book was one of the things I found. It's The Secret Garden. To be honest, the picture on the front kind of creeps me out. But it's this red velvet in The Secret Garden. I figured this would make a great cover for like a book just full of flowers and whatnot. So, had to get that. It was in with the Bibles. Even the lady thought it was a Bible. I'm like, nope, not a Bible. And it's not vintage or anything. It's 2001, which I guess is over 20 years. But it's this century. Let's put it that way. So, but it was just the cover caught my eye. It's this deep red, almost like a French red velvet cover. And I thought that would make a really fun journal. And then the other thing I found at the thrift store is just a little Lazy Susan with adjustable shelves. So I can have some tall things and some short things. And it's I'm not going to try it. Anyway, it's a little smaller too. So I could put it over in the corner and put some things on it. If I had a better camera angle, I might even set that up with you guys, but I don't, so I won't. And then I've got some Happy Mail that came from Maya, and also from Yolande, which is Devon Rex for Art. So I didn't ask Yolande's permission, but she recorded herself making these. So I will put a link to her channel. And if I can find the video where she made these, I'll put a link to the video where she did the Galentines. And then she had a little giveaway, and I won one of the giveaways. And so I got this. I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain this to you. So they were like just little snarky things. Happy Galentine's Day. Thanks for coming to the live. So she put a little note on the back, so that is really fun. That's going to go in my personal journal. And then we've got Courage Over Comfort, and from a bird book. And a little Valentine, Scooby-Doo Valentine. That's going in my, I love Scooby-Doo. And then some little stamp things, little faux stamps, and some gel plate print pieces. And some more little faux stamp things. So those are awesome. Thank you so much, Yolande. I appreciate that so much, the extras. And, you know, I was excited to win one of those cards, too. So, yeah, definitely go check out Devon Rex, the number 4 art. And then this is from Maya. But she sent me some Happy Mail. So, yeah, so there is. Oh, yes, that's right. She did say she had some scraps of leather. So, I have these scraps of leather she sent me. Oh, that's cool. I love this green. And the dark teal. And, oh, that's like an age. That one's cool, too. That is a little piece of canvas with a thing in it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Ooh, I'm going to start looking for. They never have actual leather purses at the thrift store, though. But that would be something that you could cut up that's, like, not so huge. To get little pieces of leather scraps and stuff. And then this must be like an example of something you can do. If you have some little leather scraps, you can make a little dangle, or you can add one of these to a dangle. You don't have to have them all on the same one. So that was really cool. And there's this paper that she sent me. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but that is interesting. And this paper also is interesting. So thank you so much, Maya. I appreciate that so much. I think her stuff went out in her envelope went out in the mail last Wednesday, I think. So hopefully she's gotten her stuff from me. I have all these scraps from the last video I did, and I just don't want to, they don't really have a home, and I don't want to just leave them hanging. So I'm thinking of making a master board with some of them. And that way they'll be on something, and they won't just be all loosey-goosey on my, you know, wherever, in my craft, in my studio. Alright, I have some of those scraps too. Also, I made tacos tonight, and I changed my shirt, but I don't know, everything upstairs stinks. Because when you make stuff like that, it just stinks up the whole house. Alright, so this is the original piece. That I used for the freebie. I think I'm actually going to save that because I only took a photo of it. I didn't actually scan it or anything. But I might want to add some layers to it. I don't know. I don't know that that one's completely done. So I'm going to set that one to the side. Then I've got some more scraps here. And let's see. Well, I've got some paper, some book page that I had used in that last video too. So that's scraps. Put the book back there where it goes. And I got that. This goes over there. You guys don't mind if I just clean off my desk with you, right? I mean, I think it makes some of you feel good to know that I actually am trying to keep up with my space and whatnot and keep things somewhat organized. We had a lot of teal going on in the last video because it was a birthday hop for my friend Charla. You know, she's got the Facebook group Ink and Memories. So if you haven't watched that, you might want to go check it out. I've got some more book page here and more cardstock. All right, cardstock I can put to the side. Oh, also on my desk are these pieces that I've made. All right, remember the thing I made the other day and I had all that stuff on my palette? This is what I picked up off the palette. Isn't that just some grungy goodness? That's going to end up in a journal somewhere someday. Oh, and these need to get either put away or they may end up in Happy Mail. We'll see. I will put them in that basket just in case. Well, I'll put them in that basket. And then we've got some grunginess there. And that stencil needs to get put away. I've got other stencils that need to get put away in there. Sometimes I like to think this is some, ooh, look how aged that is. Some aged lined paper. And I'm going to leave that part to show. And I'll glue on this side. And the reason that I like to do that is because then I don't have to back it. You know, your tags don't have to be like super thick. Super thick, super thick. She's super thick. I'll use this as glue page, I think. Since it's got the holes in it. I am an oddball. A lot of people start in the corner and sometimes I don't. I don't know. I'm random with how and where I start. I know I'm gluing and you know what that makes me want to do? Totally makes me want to go play in my glue book. It's alright. I'm gluing down scraps. That's just as fun, just as good. It's all good in the neighborhood. These are the finished pieces. Move these out of my way. Finished pieces I don't need. That's a finished piece. Oh, I covered that one and never finished it. I'm surprised nobody said anything so far. So yeah, that's just a base. It's all about that base. No trouble. That book page might be fun, but I want to have something else be like something to go here. And then I'll just cover that little part there. Maybe there. I'll probably like miss it by a millimeter of how close I need it to get. Because that's how we roll in the Shire. Alright, carefully gluing. It's ripped and that's alright because, I mean, it's ripped. It was already ripped. That's why we're using it. Just a little bit of scripting, book page in there. Then we have this random piece here, which I think is part of this piece here. So I'll put that in the opposite corner because why not? Oh my goodness. I hope that's straight. I don't think it is. There we go. Maybe. So yeah, the kit that I'm using, that I'm playing with, is Louisa Heinzel. And it is, oh shoot. It's Restless Fields Ephemera Pack. Alright, Restless Fields Ephemera Pack by Louisa Heinzel. That's what it is. Had a little bit of teal in it. I accentuated the teal because it was for Charlotte's birthday hop. Oh, here, this is good. This is just the little tags. You know me, I don't use the things the way they're supposed to be used. The butterflies go every which way. I don't have to have it be perfect. There is no perfection expected or guaranteed. But I don't want to get glue all over everything. So let's stick to the little book page there, Darcy. That'd be great. Yeah, that's straight enough. Alright, what else do we have here? Oh, I guess I have more of this left than I realized. Just go ahead and stick that right there. And if you did watch my last video, then you already know that these background digitals of mine are in my shop as a freebie, as a special birthday hop freebie. I'll stick that down there because there's just a lot of converging of lines right there. So that butterfly will go there. My glass is all, I don't know why, it's all making loud noises and being all loud. Oh, I didn't use as much as that as I thought. That was one of my favorites, but also that's one of my favorites. I love them. I love them all. Alright. I was a little surprised how well some of them came out. I mean, I don't know. I was trying some techniques that I learned from Trish Dewey. So, shouldn't be surprised. But I was pretty happy about being able to do that. Let's see. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. This is a harder way to do it. Oh good, I got it over far enough at least. So masterboards, if you are new and you're wondering, what is she talking about, a masterboard? A masterboard is just this larger piece that I'm just putting random scraps all over. And then I will cut it down to make pieces of ephemera, like journal cards, tags, pockets, belly bands, anything that can go into a journal. It just makes for an interesting background. So it's just fun to have on hand. I hope I was talking loud enough to cover that noise. There we go, another piece like that. That was like the bottom part of a pocket. Alright, time for a new piece of, whatchamacallit, book page to use as glue page. Those are just usually either books I got at the free bin, or if I've used the cover for a journal. These little banners are nice to add, because sometimes you want something like, alright, I'm going to wait and put that on as a top layer, I think. Ooh, we have this just little bit of yellow that we can do down there. Yay, we covered a page. Okay, so masterboards, we kind of covered that, what a masterboard is. Just random scraps, you put them down, you do stuff with them later on. And it's a good way, like if you're at the end of a project and you have some extra scraps left over and you're not quite sure what you want to do with them. And you don't want to keep them necessarily, or you might want to keep them but you don't have a lot of space for them. Like I used to have like 3 or 4 just random boxes of scraps, and I would try to sort them, and I would try to keep the cardstock ones separate from the regular paper ones, and the backing ones separate, and just it was too much. Now I do have them separated, but I have them in like 4 small drawers. So I have like the backing papers, the colorful scraps, the cardstock scraps, and the neutral scraps. I have 4 smaller containers, and once they get full I have to do something with them, either get rid of some or make a masterboard. And then I also have a drawer full of these masterboards. So there's that. And a lot of times what I will do is I will just take one of my notebooks like this and just put bits down. And if I don't have bits that are matching, I just keep putting things down until until I've gotten rid of my scraps, you know what I mean? And what's nice is the first couple I put down, everything's going to get glued onto this paper anyway, so if I get glue back there, it's not a big deal. So the first few I can just put down like this. Oh goodness. Especially if I can get the it straight to the edge there. There we go. Okay. And do another one near the top, maybe. All right, this glue's empty. We're just going to toss that. It doesn't have a cover. I've just been putting it upside down in my little container there. And then I have another one back there. All right. Using Oohoo because every now and then the Scotch Create go up in price, and I refuse to pay the large price that they put on there. And then I have to buy some Oohoo. But that's all right. They'll work. You just have to make sure you put enough on there, basically. All right, this I think would be nice. And I try not to worry too much about what direction things are going when I put them down, because when I cut it up, it may end up going a different direction. So I try not to stress about that too much. Sometimes I will layer them a little bit, not always. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. I've got some book page here. See, now I'm doing the master board, so now I might just go ahead and pull out some other pieces that can coordinate with these a little bit. Let me get some book page. This is Marcel Proust, Swan's Way. It was in the free bin, but well, the pages are fairly brittle, and but it's vintage and they have a nice color to them. But the free bin, whenever I talk about the free bin, I'm talking about Second and Charles. It's a used bookstore, and they often have a free bin outside, or they used to. I don't know. The last time I was there, it wasn't there. So I don't know if they've done away with it or what. So, and I might even do a little piece down here. Once there gets to be too much glue on here, I'll go back to my pages that are glue pages. So there's glue books, which is where you just, have cut up pieces, either fussy cut images or even just pieces out of magazines or whatever, that you glue things into a glue book. Like this is a glue book. So you have glue books, and then you have glue pages, and those are just pieces that become trash that you just use for gluing on so that you don't get glue all over your surface. That's what that's all about. So I had that page torn out, so I figured might as well use it. Might as well use it. Might as well is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say the right words. Alright, let's grab our box of colorful scraps, which is pretty full. So this is my container for my colorful scraps, and I try to not have it go beyond this. Although sometimes I occasionally put the wrong stuff in there because I'm lazy. That goes there. Like that had that far to go. Because I was making that journal the other day. This actually can go in the backing. Then that's up here. Let me grab it real quick so I can put it where it belongs. So my backing scraps, I actually have a bigger container for them. A little bit bigger. Because I probably have more. And they go in there. Now, yes, some of these could be used in a colorful one, or they could be used as, I'm going to try that. I might want to use that one. Because it's got polka dots and similarly happy randomness. I don't know. I mean, it's not a perfect match. Alright, we'll just stick that in there. We have this little check here. which has the aqua in there. I think these smaller ones I have, I think I got in Kim's Images on Ko-fi. And I think they're for like in the member section. But she probably has a couple freebies too, knowing her. Let's see. Ooh, and then, see, I like having like a juxtaposition of these grungy pieces and then also like this damask type piece. There's damask in there too. I don't care for that line down the middle. I don't know why that's there, but that just means that's where I'm going to cut it. And by cut, I mean use my ruler and rip it. Because why not? And now that can go right there. Let's see. Oh, and this piece is just like, I think it's one of the ones from Artemis, her color ones, backgrounds, and I will often print them 4 to a page because I like the smaller print a lot of times. I want to keep this up because it would go really well with these butterflies. Alright, let's solo that. Nope, not that. Look at that. That goes on here pretty well too. We'll just put that right there. Wait, where? Right where the O, now showing right about there. So different digitals are fun to use. If you don't have a printer, well then you can make your own. You know, the last video I showed how to make some backgrounds because backgrounds are fun. Stick that up there. And I think I was watching some videos and other people making backgrounds was coming up in my feed, probably because I had the video that I made. And also, let's put that there. That is a random bright green piece. So yeah, I may do some more backgrounds. I loved the excitement of the people that were watching and that were like, my cats are gonna get messy tomorrow, because that was so cute. I love that comment, because they're gonna play and they're gonna have so much fun and just make a mess. And I love it. I love it when you guys like get inspired and you're just like, guess what I'm doing tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, Miss Frizzle, she's my hero, you know. Make messes and don't be afraid to try things. Let's see. Ooh, that would be kind of, all right, you have no idea what my brain just thought of, but I just kind of want to do a masterboard that also has these tags on top, and then the tags are going to get cut up. So I can go down here. Well, it can go upside down. It doesn't matter. With the masterboard, but be part of the collage. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what? Are you picking up what I'm laying down? I don't know if you are, but these have the navy blue in them. So I also want to kind of grab some of these from Barbara that have the navy blue in them. I think they could go nicely together. Let's see. These also I like printed 2 to a page, 4 to a page, all the things. I need to do something with those too. All right, that's got a lot of yellow. I think we have some with less yellow in here somewhere. Because why would I just stick to... All right, that's more turquoise for the other thing. Why would I just stick to doing what I started? No, we're just going to go off the rails and do all the things, because that's just fun. And maybe we'll get back to the turquoise colors. Okay, some black. That would be nice, because there's some black and some blue. So I'm looking for like pieces that have the black and the blue in them as my collage masterboard here, to then add those tags to. Maybe straightish would be nice. And let's see. And by blue, I mean I'm looking for like really dark blue. Just gonna stick that right there. I'm hopefully going to be able to get all the sales tax done by next Thursday so that I can go with my dad when he goes to get for his next doctor's appointments up in Massachusetts, so that I can just kind of hang out and visit my gram and my aunt and hang out there while he goes to his appointments. Alright, I'm going to put this here, not the whole piece. I'm gonna just kind of tear that there. And then we can have some contrast. Because orange is opposite on the color wheel from blue. So you have a dark blue and a dark orange will go nicely together. I was reading somewhere the secret to the color wheel and, you know, doing the complementary colors is that you don't want to use them in their original primary, or, you know, their brightest. You want to use like kind of an off, like you want like more of a rusty orange with a navy blue is kind of more attractive than like a royal blue with a bright orange. That's what the school colors are the brightest of those. So I don't know, I read that somewhere. Didn't know if you guys would be interested in that information or not. Where? Ooh, that one's got some blue flowers. Put that. Let's have things flat. That's cardstock, actually. That other piece that just fell around me. It needs to go in the right place. I want to make this shorter. And I love Deckled Edge Roller for giving me a little bit more rough edges. I'm just kind of taking off the blank around the edges, and I'll put that there. Sure, why not? Glue book page could be helpful at this moment in time. That is eating up my glue though. Oh my goodness. We'll just try to get that available in a minute. Let's see. Little blue, yellow, orange, and greens. Why not? I saw some greens in there. Watch me not even end up doing what I was planning to do in the first place. That sounds like something I would do. Oh yeah, that green. A neutrally kind of a deal. This one. Let's see. More stripes, but maybe not right next to the other stripes. So then there. I have the best subscribers. You guys are just the sweetest, loveliest people. You say such kind things. You stand up for me against myself even when I'm having a bad day and being kind of negative. And that was just a one-time thing. I'm not always that negative. That was a couple videos ago, and that was just me that particular day. A couple days later, I looked back at it and I was like, oh, it's fine. I don't know what my problem was. But I went ahead and showed the video because I wanted you guys to see that it's okay to sometimes have a bad day. It doesn't always, not everything's not going to always be perfect all the time. Let's see, any of these have like the green. These are from Carrie the Crafter, these doilies. Like that one. Nope, not there. Nope, not for this. For something else in the future. Is that wide enough for up there? Not quite, but I'm going to put it right there. Because I can. Just a random blue strip. Because why not? I'm going to put it here. I was going to put it in the other place, but then I changed my mind. I must have another strip I can put there of something. Somewhere. Ooh, that's cool. That's from Barbara's kit. That's going with those turquoise bits. I've got all those awesome turquoise bits I want to do something with. How about a little piece of, I don't know. Alright, I've got the 2 tags I want to add on here still too. Oh, here's a little piece. This piece might be perfect-ish. We'll put it right there. Oh, and sometimes you'll see people gluing things down and using like a scraper or whatever. I forget. As long as you press it down, you're good. Use the scraper. The reason you want to use a scraper is so you don't get it all over your fingers. But apparently, I'm okay with getting it all over my fingers. I don't know. Alright, we're just going to put that there. I don't know which way does it go. It doesn't matter. It's not that big a deal. So now I can put that piece right there. Or do I want to put, well, it's okay. I can put it in both places. Even if they end up on the same piece of ephemera, it's fine. Kind of want to see. Why are my lights shaking? My lights are, how annoying. My lights are flickering, probably because I'm moving and shaking the table. So, you know, that's all on me. I'm the one shaking them. Shaking them all up. Yeah, maybe right there. Maybe there. Maybe break up that bit at the top a little bit, but then I lose all those orangey bits. What if I come down off the page down here? I could do that. The tag doesn't have to cover the whole page. And then, so this is from the book Dune. Isn't there a movie coming out for that? It was also in the free bin. Probably was a newer book. I don't know. A newer version. It wasn't old. That's what was weird about it. Move that over. I'm off screen, aren't I? Well, not too bad. A little bit. A little bit. Just move things up just a little bit. There we go. Or I can move this down just a little bit. There we go. That's probably a little, makes a little bit more sense, potentially. I'm going to just put that right there because a little pop of color. That's from one of Tracy's kits. A little pop of color, and then we just need something right there, which could be, where's that piece that just, could even just be, it doesn't have to be very wide. So just go ahead and do this. Oh, crumbs. There we go. It's okay, everything's fine. So look at this. Collaboration of best friends. Got Louisa's kit and Barbara's kit on here. Wouldn't they be happy? Alright, so there is that. Should we do another one? How are we on time? We're not doing too bad. I mean, I gotta remember that I have to add that little bit at the beginning when I was trying to press the pause button and press stop instead. So you're gonna have to see that little shortcut thing down in the bottom. Let's see, we got more of this. I got a lot of teal and turquoise stuff I can play with. Tons. And the fact that I just made some more digitals with the teal shows that. I think I want to do them in another color too. Maybe, I wonder if I can get them into like a Prussian navy blue kind of a deal. The same similar images, just change the color a little. Alright. Why? Because as much as I like teal, it doesn't go with everything. You know what goes with everything? Navy blue. Navy blue goes with everything. It just does. It really just does. Alright, I want these as top pieces. Oh, that was the navy blue, which will go somewhere else. Let's see. Let's do another one up in the corner. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spot. And I got to use my wallflower stencil to do some of these backgrounds. And what's exciting is I've got a wallflower stamp coming out. I didn't this. We could add some brown. It's got a little, that's different. Let's see. Sure, why not? Let's go with a little unexpected. extra grunge. So I said I might be making more backgrounds, right? So junk journaling. Do you do junk journaling or do you do mixed media? I know I've asked that before. People have probably answered it before, and I appreciate when you guys answer things and when you like oblige me and answer me several times. I'm okay. That's nice too. That's a different green. How much different? Is it too different? I don't know. We'll put it to the side. That is a bright chartreuse, but the other bits in the middle, they don't work with that, but they could work with that. All right, we're overthinking it over here. Let's maybe find a couple neutral pieces to balance it a little bit. All right. This is just a printable of a music piece. I think it's from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Not totally sure. I know you're probably like, how do you remember all these things? I'm like, I might not be remembering things as well as I think I am. So don't get too excited about it. I'm saying they might be from there. I really don't have that great of a memory. But I am visual, so that could have something to do with it too. So, and it's okay to just use big pieces. You don't have to use a bunch of small pieces. You can get a piece knocked out really quickly just using big pieces. And if you're new to collage, I suggest that's how you start. Just start with bigger pieces and put them down and see how you like it. And then as time goes by, you might use smaller pieces, or you can put smaller pieces over the bigger pieces, as you'll see me do in a second. So now I might kind of put this piece, I might bring this up here a little bit more though, just kind of make it more like that. And then just kind of put that over the two, just for some interest, to break up the big expanse of things. The big expanse of things. Do, 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 do. Got a little orange in there. I don't want the orange bits. I just want the brown. But I want the brown to be... It cut weird. It's all fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is actually sticker. I like this for... I'm going to put this on another page because I've got some other... Oh, it actually goes really well with this, actually. So I have a bunch of sticker papers that I got for like 99 cents. So that's partly why I have all the sticker papers that I might have, potentially. You don't have to keep working on the same page. You can stop that page and move on to something else. It's all right. Now, I haven't mentioned this for a long time, but, and right now I'm trying not to get a big edge, so I'm just kind of pulling it apart like that because I don't want a big white edge on either side. But when you are tearing, if you want the white edge, then, maybe not that one. Alright, so when I tear up, the piece I tear up is not going to have a white edge. The piece I tore from, the bottom piece, will have a white edge. That's how you can remember. So, some people like a torn edge, some people don't. There's no right or wrong with any of it. It's just preference. I have friends who preference the white part, and they like to put ink on it. Wet ink, dry ink, doesn't matter. They just like to ink it. And some people like me don't like the white edge. And I mean, really, the white edge is probably a little bit more grungy, especially if you, you know, ink it up with a little brown cow ink. Alright, that is a very, it might not match the design, the pattern as much, but the green is like spot on. You might not always want to be spot on with your colors and whatnot, but if you are, it's not the end of the world as we know it. I'm going to bring this in from the top, which could end up being the bottom. Who knows? These particular ones. You can tell her style is Sherry at... Which way am I doing this? I was going to do it like this, so that the flower is coming in, even if it means the words will be upside down. I don't care. Antique Papery, that's who it is. That's, a lot of people can recognize her stuff. This is the Bubble Toil and Trouble. I want to put this here. That's where that needs to go. So I'm going to put my ruler the right way, and because I have all that nice bubbly goodness on there, I don't think I want that. I'm just going to put it down that way, like that. I think that works. That worketh for me. Yeah, I sometimes I want to, like all the things I obsess with over the month, I just kind of want to make a journal at the end of the month of all the things I made. But a lot of times I'm not really organized enough to do that. So someday I might be organized enough to be able to do that. Kind of make a journal each month out of all my obsessions. I wanted to do a Finish It Friday, but I had already committed to the other video. So next Friday, next Friday's video is already done. So that's nice. I've got a box of unfinished journals. And so I'm going to be working on, hopefully if I can work on one a week, then each Friday there will be a finished journal to look at. Sometimes I will show the process or part of the process, and sometimes I will just show the flip through, but I will finish things. That's the important bit. I'm going to just cut a circle out of that. And put it there, and I might even do a couple more. This is just painty paper. So, you know, people never know what to do with circles. I'm just like, put them on there. Circles are circles. They're fun. They break up things like corners and whatnot. See, look at this. This is like a harsh corner right there. We are going to fix that and put a circle on it. Kind of like Portlandia, put a bird on it, but we're going to put a circle on it. We're going to do another one up there. Might be the same size, it might be smaller. Who knows? You never know what we're going to do around here. Really do. You just random. It's whatever I feel like. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Other times I also feel like a nut. Just feeling like nuts all over the place. Crazy people around here. Alright, I get a little loopy at night sometimes. That's why I don't record at night very often. I'm either really too low key and no energy, or like super loopy. Super loopy. I mean, why not? And then when you cut it down, it'll be fun. Alright, let's get back to this green and pink and glued up page. That's unfortunate. Okay. We can put some of this over here too, because we can. We just can. So I did not know that master boards were going to be the thing I make today. I just was going to take care of scraps on my desk. But if I'm taking care of scraps in the box, then whatever scraps I didn't take care of on my desk, I will now be able to fit them in the box. Those are the words that are trying to come out of my face. Maybe a little bit of this. Bloom. Alright, I want to save that bloom to put somewhere. I also want to find a ruler that I just had. Thank you very much. So the word bloom is just lovely, and I want to save that for something somewhere. And then this piece, we're just gonna, I want something in between, something a little more neutral, maybe. This is sticky, super sticky. I'm surprised my dad went to bed already. It's only 9. It's only 9. He must have got bored. He did go. He walked over down at the boardwalk today. It was a nice day. nice and sunny. I'm glad he got to go do that. And he let me use his car this morning to go see a client because I didn't realize when I made that appointment that my husband was going to use his car to go to the food pantry. Hey, what happened to the other green piece I was going to use on the other page? Now, that is a nice random piece. Don't hate that there. What else? Oh, that's not quite the right... Well, it's not the perfectly perfect same green, but I don't hate it there. So we're just going to put it there. It's close enough. Right there. I like it. And that's what I mean by putting smaller pieces over the bigger pieces. Like, I like these with that. But I don't know about the pink flower bits. But he sure does. They sure do look pretty good with the with this. And I have some more of that, don't I? So I could even, well, I'm pretty sure I have some more of that. There it is. Could even just kind of, like this was, I think it's like this, and have that be like a little journal card. I mean, take it off the sticker paper and put it somewhere as a journal card. Because I just like those, and I could add something else too, like what? Ink it. Let's ink it. Ink it. Let's ink it. Do 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 do. All right, we'll do the lighter ink because I can find the thingy for that one. Ink it. Ink it. Do 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 do. Sorry, you will forever use that, sing that song in your head when you ink stuff now, won't you? So will I. We're not alone. You're not alone. How about, let me do something with this card. How about if, I'm not going to try it or anything. We're just going to, okay, hold on. I don't want to waste the bottom part. Do 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 do. It's 80s night in the studio. Do 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 do. You make ephemera and you think you're so bad. You're, let's see. I gotta think of other words. Somebody else do the next line. I don't ask for much. She asks for so much. Alright, that's gonna bug me. Don't know why. It doesn't need to. Also, I could cut this down. Well, this has to be this wide. That's just how it is now. It has to always be that wide forevermore now. But it can be shorter. I'm looking for scissors. Like, I mean, they're right there, but I'm pretty sure there's also some on my desk somewhere. But, you know, let's just trim this off, too, on this side. I've been watching Father Brown. I started at the very beginning, which I apparently have already done that once before and gotten to season 4 and didn't realize it. I think I talked about that the other day. I don't know. I say things more than once sometimes. I know. That's not fun when people do that necessarily, but what am I doing? I want to go this way. I just didn't like the way that cut off like that. Oh, I should have inked that. Forgot to ink it, ink it, ink it and think. Inking and thinking, maybe we're drinking. That would be a fun video. Drunk crafting. It's not gonna happen. I don't care for alcohol. Sorry, I'm weird like that. Alright, there we go. That is another way to do collage. You can start with one main background and then just add a couple pieces. Who knows, we may add something else later, but for right now, that is done that particular piece is done. I'm happy with it. Gonna round the corners. Probably gonna ink it. Ink it. Whether you wanna frame it or grunge it. I'm off key, driving you crazy. Alright, I'll stop now. But will I? I'm just gonna be singing that song all freaking weekend now. If I'm gonna have that earworm, so are you. You've already watched me, it's too late. There we go. I just kind of took my ink and inked that anyway, even though I didn't do it beforehand. Nothing says you can't ink it after. Now, what if I wanted to do just like a little, just a little thing up in the corner? Do I want to? I don't know if I want to. If I do want to, I definitely want to. Haha, you did it that time. Ink it. Yep, I inked it. Okay, just going to put that. I probably should glue these on. They're probably going to come right off in the end times, in the end of it all. I don't know. There we go. I'm happy with that. I like circles also because if you don't get them straight, you can't always tell. Like when you're using bubble wrap, you can use it in any direction and you can't even tell which direction it was. That's the other nice thing about circles. There we go. Do we like that? I don't know. It's got to go sit underneath something now. These, I had a video where I made these. I just basically just put watercolor on bubble wrap and then laid the paper on the bubble wrap. That's how I got those. Aren't they awesome? They're like so awesome. They're some of my favorite things that I've made. Okay, I gotta keep that there because sometimes I show the things at the end. I don't know, that doesn't have much on it, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth keeping. Alright, putting these in the scraps box. Oh, do we want to just at least finish this one? I mean, we don't have to. That's not the point of either this video or this notebook. It's not about finishing. It's about just playing and doing things in it when you're in the mood to do it. I really love that because look, there's like a little bit of purple in there that's right there. It's like magic. I still smell like tacos. It's not the most pleasant smell in the world. Obviously, I have issues with it. Let's see, what about one of these little butterfly pieces just randomly on there? Why not? That's what we're doing. We're just grabbing little pieces of scraps and putting them on there. What else have we got here? Anything? A little piece of book page, maybe? Is it going to be wide enough if I take off that edge piece? Not quite. Not going to quite fit there. Alright, let's see. Ooh, what about that butterfly, like right there? That might be fun. We just need something to go across. No, I don't like the butterfly being cut off like that. That's not quite in the wheelhouse there. There's some yellow up there. I mean, it's... bright yellow and green. I don't know. I know not. What is this little piece? This little tiny piece down, it's too similar to that piece, but it could potentially just go right there. Maybe even ink the edges a little bit. Oops. Stick it right there. And then I'm going to put this banner. It's been a banner day. Got a couple videos done. Also got to find out how much it costs for the new insurance place. The new prescription insurance. I don't know. If you work for healthcare, you shouldn't have to pay more every year. I mean, if we were still doing Nathan's Dexcom G6, it would be 4 times what it was last year. The G7, which is better anyway, and it's the newer one, is about, let's see, 3 times. It's 3 times what we were paying last year for the G6. And it's a continuous glucose monitor because my son has type 1 diabetes. And so, you know, we can keep better control of his sugars potentially if we know what they are consistently. And the insurance just doesn't want us to be healthy, apparently. So they want to charge us an arm and a leg. Isn't that pretty butterfly? He's going to go in my fussy cuts. He's going to go in the, he'll be a main dream. He'll be a main focal point. Focal point was the word I was looking for. Focal point is the word, it's the word, it's the word. A little grunge. A little grunge. My liege. Did I make it the right size? I made it a close enough size. Alright. I mean, I said we didn't have to finish it, but apparently I do. And then, usually once a page is done in here, I will take it out and put it in the drawer, mainly so that I don't have to keep looking for it. I mean, I don't have to, like, keep passing by the complete pages, is what I'm attempting to say there. Let's see. This little condition powders. It's just a nice little piece that might work right there. Alterative condition for horses and cattle. Because why not? Just randomly have cattle powder on the... I mean, it's randomly on that piece. It might as well randomly be on this piece. That's all I'm saying. We like our vintage and antique powders and concoctions and advertisements. Here we go. That page is complete. So I'm going to put all these back over here in that box, which is a drawer, which will go back in the thing. And what's this? This is the back of the sticker. We do not have to save that. So we have this master board, which in a future video will be cut up. And we have this one, which also in a future video will be cut up. And that one, see, it doesn't take that long either. I got like 4 of them completely finished. So that's not bad. Plus, you know, I was hemming and hawing about what I wanted to do. One of them was started, but that's right. And the rest of this book is empty. So I could even leave these in here, but I won't. I'm just gonna make rude noises when I tear them out. Because that's what it sounds like. And 12-year-old boys in the room want to laugh at that. Just us 50-somethings that think it's hilarious now that we're in our 50s. Going through our second childhood. Alright, so those. And then the journal card also. It's what we made today. Plus, we saw what we got from Maya and Yolande. So, a nice random mix of things. I hope you all have a delightful day and know that I love you. And I appreciate the watching and the commenting and all the love. And go share it with the rest of the world too. Bye, guys.